Hello everybody, welcome to Mark's Remarks. Now, you've probably guessed by the title, it's going to be a pasta carbonara dinner tonight. Now, I'm going to be making this with chicken, some duck, and some bacon. There we are, so it's going to be a 3-meat chicken carbonara pasta dinner. There you go. Okay, so first thing to do, right, I've got the water already boiled. Next thing to do is go for the meat. Now the pan is heating. I've got a little bit of vegetable oil in the pan. It's on 9 out of 12. The chicken is chicken breast portions here. They were from Tesco. Somebody actually bought these for me. They're reduced from $1.55 down to $1.13. You know, not it's you know, it's a little bit of a discount, but better than nothing at all. Anyway, so we've got a bit of a discount on there on the chicken, so I'm going to be putting those two in there. And some of you regular viewers may recognise this from a few months ago. Those of you with a good memory. This will come from the 1,000 subscriber special dinner. There you go. I made a dinner with duck. It was the first time I used duck. And I used it for a dinner. And I've got a little bit left over. There you go. So I'm going to pour that in there. Now, before I put the bacon in here, I'm just going to take the opportunity to cut up the chicken. In fact, I'm going to turn this down a bit, down to an 8. I'm going to cut up the chicken into small pieces because I want them to cook evenly. I want them to be bite-sized because it's going to go in the pasta dish. So every spoon of pasta, I want to have some meat on there as well. So it means cutting up the chicken in small pieces. I may have to turn this down a little bit more, but that's the thing. You're always looking at the heat, whether it needs to go up or down. There you go. So I'm going to carry on doing this, cut it up, and then I'm going to cut up the duck, and then we'll add the bacon shortly. Now the next ingredient is the bacon. There we go. There is, it says 6 slices in here. I'm going to put in 3, I think. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. Okay, 1, 2. Now I'm going to put a little bit more oil in there. Yeah, there you go. That leaves 3 left. I'm going to put a bit more oil in. Cut that up. Alright. As you can see, the pan is pretty full of meat here. There's still some big chunks of duck and chicken, so I'm just going to, as it's cooking, I'm just going to go through. No big hurry, just cut them up as I find them. And it'll help them cook a bit faster and more evenly. Now eventually I'll drain the oil out. And then I'll just, what I'll do, because I'm going to use only 2 pans here. I'm going to use this pan for for boiling the pasta, this pan for cooking the 3 meats, drain the oil, then I'll put the pasta carbonara sauce in there, so it'll cook in this pan. Okay, so I'm going to carry on, cut this up. Here we go. Now, I've taken all the meat out of the frying pan, put them into the bowl here, so that's separate. The water's come to the boil. I've got 200 grams of pasta tubes in here. Now, the little trick, I've mentioned this before, I always use this cup to measure my pasta. I don't use any other cup, and I know that this cup, there is exactly 200 grams of pasta in here. If I start using different cups, I don't know where I'm at. So 200 grams because I use the same cup, pour it in,
Now, when this... Now, this is going to take about sort of 12 minutes or so. When that's nearly done, I've already drained the oil out of here. When this is nearly done, I'll put the meat back in there along with the carbonara sauce. Okay, so, and then I'm just going to keep on mixing this pasta to make sure it doesn't stick. Alright. Time for the Co-op's own brand carbonara. I think I paid 80p for this. It's the shop brand, as you saw. Yeah, I mean, it'd be the cheapest one in the shop. And I've had it once before, and it was really, really nice. In fact, I used this in a video last week. Some kind of pasta dish. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of that in the frying pan. And I'm going to go ahead and pour all the meat in the frying pan with the carbonara sauce. I'm not going to heat it just yet. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Then turn the heat on a gentle heat. And then actually give this a mix. Yeah, I mean, this pasta's about halfway. Yeah, about halfway cooked. You can tell by cutting it against the side of the pan there when you're being made. I've done loads of pasta dishes, and you get to learn just how far cooked it is by how easy it is to cook. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on about 8, just to start heating it through. When it needs, I can really jam up the heat and get it cooked real fast. Now, the pasta is very close to being cooked. The carbonara sauce is mixing in well with the chicken, the duck, and the bacon. Trick is try not to let it boil too much. The carbonara sauce, that is. The water, you can let that boil all you want. Yeah, try not to let the sauce boil, just let it heat through. Because remember, the meat is cooked. All you got to do is heat the sauce, and the sauce doesn't take a whole lot of heating. Okay, just mix it around, just turn it around, make sure it all gets a good amount of heat. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we can always use the same spoon as well while we're doing the pasta. It's all good. In fact, what I'm going to do is, you remember the little trick about all the little bits left in the jar? Put a bit of water in it. I'm using the hot water from the pasta, because if you use cold water from the tap, when you pour it in, it will immediately cool down the sauce. We don't want that, so we're using hot water. Jeez, hot water from the pasta. Alright, and we're gonna, we put that in the carbonara sauce here just to thin it out, just to add a little bit more water, because remember, all the water's coming up through the water vapour that we're losing here. Okay, that's very close to being done. Now, the pasta is done. Turn that off. The carbonara is heated up, nice and good. Now, the next step is to drain the pasta in a colander. And then, you just pour it in the pasta. And then you might have to lift it off the cooker, because the cooker's still as hot as hell. So you take the pan off the thing, and then do your best to mix it. Now the trick is with mixing is just you fold it in. You take it from the outside, you fold it into the middle. From the outside into the middle, and everything will get covered. There you go. From the outside in to the middle. Do that all the way around. Looks like it's all good. Now the plating up. There we are. There you go, just gently pour that in. And there you have it. Now, this looks really good. Now I made this last week, but I think it had 2 meats in there. Chicken and a bit of bacon, I think. This has got chicken, bacon and duck. Let me tell you, the carbonara sauce is really good. It's kind of like a cheese. It's got cheese in there. In actual fact, this carbonara sauce has water, double cream, smoked ham, pork. That's about it. The rest of it's all rubbish. So yeah, we've got some cheese and ham in there. Now this is really good. Now you saw that I used chicken duck bacon. You can use anything that you drag out your fridge. You know, you can use sausages, pork chop, lamb, bit of turkey, any combination of meats. Just throw it all in, it's all good, and it'll all work. Yeah, just take whatever meats you like, whatever meat takes your fancy, throw them in. Right. There you have it. Pasta carbonara. There's the address. Oh, and there's the I found the card. This is the card support dogs. That's where your stamps are going. The stamps will go to those people. They'll sell they'll sell the stamps to the foreigners and use the money to buy a dog to help people with autism, epilepsy, and all kinds of other stuff. You've got until August 28 to send any postcards you want, if you want shout outs and all that kind of stuff. Meantime, I'm going to try and, there you go, give you a shot of this. There you are, chicken, duck, bacon, pasta, carbonara. Thank you for watching.